Good morning. Today is March 4th, a Friday. It's another beautiful sunny day here at the Worthington Diamond Recovery Plant located just outside of Southwest Arkansas's famous Crater of Diamond State Park. I've been here all week and wanting to get the plant up and running, and I think today is the day. I've had some delays. Let me show you. This is my dead bones. I had some pipes freeze and break over the winter. The plant hasn't run for months. I had some pipes that burst. I thought I had drained all the water out of the plant, but apparently not. And I found two places where the pipes were broken. I went to the hardware store and got the fittings I needed and 10 feet of pipe, and I started cutting the pipe and realized that the fracture continued on up the pipe farther, and so I had to cut out more than I planned. So I went back to the hardware store, and fortunately they had the pipe and fittings that I needed. Murfreesboro Hardware is a small town hardware store, but they had what I wanted, and that was great that it's just a couple of miles from here and I can run and get the parts that I need. 1.25 inch is an oddball size pipe to get, but they had it and the fittings I needed. Look how the frozen water just split this long pieces of pipe. This is just shattered, and I had no idea it went this far. It went all the way up to a 90-degree elbow that froze and broke, so I replaced it all, and I now have more fall on the pipe so it'll drain out. As an old retired plumber, I'm used to running pipes, you know, pressure water pipes, flat and straight and square, but I went back with now a gradual fall so it'll drain out better, and I put dresser couplings in so I can undo it and drain the pipes better, get the water out of them for next winter. We're not going to have to worry about it freezing for a while, but you know, always looking ahead to next winter. Look how that fractured. The power of frozen water to just shatter the pipes. It's amazing. I also had a check valve up there, which that works with a little flapper in there that water can go one direction, but it shuts off and it doesn't drain back. I cut the check valve out because it held water, and it had fractured also. So anyway, I found more pipes than I had first realized. I had more splits and fractures, and everything's good now. All the leaks are fixed. I also had a valve on that metal manifold of the equipment that came from South Africa. That valve was leaking, but I took it apart, and old plumber trick, I was able to fix it. And so all the piping was good. I use 7 different pumps here for water supply, water return, pumping water for different things. Of those 7 pumps, I've tried them all now, and the 5 that I left underwater all this time worked great, had no trouble. 2 of the pumps I had pulled out of the water for the winter, and those are the 2 I had problems with. What happened is the impeller on the pump rusted and seized up, and you would think that the pumps underwater would have a problem rusting. No, it's the pumps that are out in the air that rusted, the shafts rusted. So I just took the pumps apart, turned the impeller, and freed up the shaft, put them back together, and now they work fine. So I'm just going to leave everything underwater now. I pulled a couple of them out because they were easy to pull out. I've learned I'm just going to leave them all underwater for now on. I was afraid something might freeze and break, but no, I had problems with the ones I took out of the water instead of the ones I left in the water. But anyway, lesson learned there. But everything is working. I checked the plant. Everything's running fine except for this big scrubber. It is not working. I turned the power onto it and push the button and the motors just hum. So there's power to the motor and the motor wants to work, but this won't spin. What I think the problem is, I've got rust right here where the chain and the sprocket meet, and I need to oil all of these. And then what I plan to do is go get a friend of mine to push this start button while I pull down on this. This is real heavy, but if I put my heavy weight on here, I can get this to roll some while they push the button, and then I think we can kind of jump start it and get it going. So that's what I'm going to do this morning, get a friend to push the button while I roll the barrel and get it kicked off, and then the whole plant should work. So in a little bit, what I plan to do is get that going, and then I also have ore down here. This was in my oversize, all the big rocks rolled down here. Well, this used to be big rocks, and now it's all dirt with some potato rocks. I'm going to scoop this up now that it's had time to weather and break down, and I'll feed all this back into the plant, and all I should get out of it are the potato rocks. So we'll get the plant up and running soon today. I'd been here all week and hoped to be up and running sooner, but I had other things to do, like I sprayed Roundup here where the green grass is growing where I shouldn't have grass, and I've done other projects around here getting things ready to go, and I have a lot of ore to feed into the plant. I'll get started on it today because we have sure had beautiful weather in the 70s every day this week. So we'll be rolling before long. Just a few things to fix and get going, and we just about have all the problems solved. Thanks for joining me on this latest edition of Genuine Diamonds in Arkansas.